Ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Before we jump into this one, two quick announcements. First and foremost, remember our disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky. Take it slow. Utilize small cash accounts with 1 to 10 shares to practice and improve before putting a lot of cash at risk. Second, remember my results are not typical. Third, copy trading does not work here in this style of trading on my channel and with this strategy. Lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. None of the team house members invest for their subscribers. None of the mentors invest for their subscribers. So be careful of imposter accounts. We will never message you first. I will never message you first. None of the other guys, the lead members in our community, will ever message you first. Be careful of fake accounts, okay? With that being said, for our second announcement, I do want to quickly remind you guys here that today's recap is brought to you by Merciless Markets, my very own day trading program here that goes from zero to advanced. Hey, Relentless, how are you able to get it done so consistently, and how can I learn? We see in this title, this thumbnail, you're up $6,000 today in just a few hours of trading. How did you get it done? Well, my entire program is here. From the coaching calls, the chat room. Today, in fact, there's a coaching call. Triad is leading the coaching call, one of the other mentors here. I will also be in attendance for the coaching call. Relentless, how are you getting so many profitable students from your community? Well, it's because of the lengths of which we're going. Not only do we lay out everything in a methodical and progressive order in our chapters here, but we also, and every single pattern and edge that we trade is here. We also, at the very end of it, have our live trading archives. If you guys are going to go through the entire chapter by chapter, the entire course chapter by chapter, towards the end, you guys will also see the live trading archives. Every area that I'm buying and selling, and some people might say, well, Relentless, you're doing something similar on YouTube. Well, the truth is that on YouTube, I do not show all of my instruments, which would be this screen right here. This screen is recorded live every day. This screen is recorded and can be rewatched every single day for students to see where I'm buying, why I'm selling, exactly what I'm doing, and which is why we have so many successful students. And not only myself, you can have different perspectives. Marcelo, millionaire mentor. Tim, millionaire mentor. Triad, another big time trader. So it's all here. It's all here. How did Tim make 22,000 on this day? You can see his every move. It's what we're doing is exactly why we have so many profitable students. It's super ultra duper transparent. Now, with that being said, and by the way, utilize coupon code. So for the full package, for the full MMU package, utilize coupon code New Year. Coupon code New Year will give you guys 40% off the full package, the full program. All right. So for anybody who's looking to get started, there you go, right? Into this new year. Let's get it. No delay. Now, RT, how did you get to $6,000 on this day? So there's a couple of stocks we traded. RHE, BOXL, SPRC, CNRC, and GFAI. One of my most efficient days of trading came in and came out quick and clean. How did I find the stocks? We'll start there. Momo Pro. Momo Pro, the Pro Plus, allows me to have this discovery section. So the moment I log in, I can see which stocks are up. And BOXL, as you guys can see here, up 320%, currently at 192, with 200 million shares of volume. And the float, aka the shares outstanding, available for the public to trade, is at 9 million. Unusual volume. A lot of you guys will know this as relative volume. The relative volume is insane because the volume is so high today compared to prior days, right? And that usually we're just looking for 2x relative volume or more, right? So when it comes down to the criteria of what we look for, that is also included in the chapters. And these are essentially what we look for right here, right? High percentage stocks, high volume, lower floats, good relative volume. This allows for us to be able to trade momentum, right? There's a lot of volume. Stocks are going up and down, and that provides opportunity for the patterns, the edges that we know and love. So this is how I found the stocks. This is how I compiled my watch list at 9 a.m. today. Now from there, it came down to patterns. RHE. This is the one that we traded first. For some context, if we're to come back here, and let me pull up my drawing tool as well, you guys will see that this thing started off around, let's see here. So it actually started on after hours. Actually, no. So pre-market today, let's see, did pretty well. We pushed up here around, let's see, was this $5 after the initial spike, which was pretty impressive. And this stock was pretty dormant at rest. So coming into the open, we wanted to see a bit of a red to green. And can we break out of this, this sideways channel that we had going on right here? Can we break out of this level to the upside? And that's exactly what happened. If it was to break down and sell off, I would have avoided it, because for me and this strategy and my style, I prefer to trade uptrending momentum, where the wind is to my back and the tide is in my favor. I can swim freely rather than going, upwind or against the tide, right? As a long trader, I buy as a long trader, buy and sell for stocks to go up. So our initial pattern here was a red to green. If we're to reference back to the course and check out chapter 23, chapter 14, the red to green is one of our patterns, the red to green. And it's exactly what it sounds like, right? Stock selling off and then does the reversal. And so some of our patterns are famous, but what makes us unique is how we approach it. And we approach these stocks and, our strategy, once again, hyper scalping, we're in and out literally 10s, 20s, 30s, hundreds of times in one day. And so looking at the stock here, we're basing out around lows of 395. So just beneath the whole dollar of 4, the stock starts to curl back up, higher low 99, higher low again here at 408. And then another one of our patterns that we sometimes look for, the first 1 minute candle makes the new high right here coming over. So over 408, we're getting ascending support. We get tighter into this wedge, and this here is essentially an indicator for us to be able to get into the trade. Tight stops versus our defined ascending support, and the stock starts to move higher. It then gives what we like to call a baby pullback, right? Small move, micro move in here. If you were to take a magnifying glass and zoom in within the 1 minute time frame, you'll see smaller pullbacks like this. So essentially from a high of 420, it drops down to, 470, right? From 470, we drop down to 456. So small move and right back up. And then if we look at this high of day level coming across, and we can put a trend line here actually, right? So the high was $5. This was high of day. So buying this level as it's moving up over and over, scalping the move, the stock then is coming into high of day over the highs of 5. It rips up to 540, and then from 540 we get another pullback, this time with a red candle, to a low of 490. From 490 it rips back up to 560. From 560 it pulls right back down to 480, and from 480 it rips right back up to 620. And so part of why I was able to invent this strategy essentially was because back in the days I would try and hold longer, right? I'd try and hold longer, and sometimes I could be in, let's say, let's just say right at the VWAP right here. I could be in, let's say 515, and the stock is going in my favor. It goes up to 540, but my target, let's say, is 560. Because it doesn't get all the way up there, I end up selling the position, and sadly selling for a loss because it's come below my average and pulled back some more. So, I got frustrated like over and over. Hey man, in green unrealized, 20 cents, 30 cents, 15 cents, 10 cents. And a lot of the times the stock not quite hitting my target of where I think it should go. It stops me out. And then what does it do? It rips right back up to those highs that I thought we could have seen. So, commissions at this time, we had commissions at all of our platforms. I mean, almost all of them. Robinhood came out with the bombshell news of 0 commissions, and all the platforms, Ameritrade, E-Trade, Fidelity, and almost all of them, especially that were not direct access routing, immediately followed. And so I'm like, man, you know what? Being that the commissions are 0, I can literally get in and out an unlimited amount of times, and hence hyper scalping. So now every time that I'm in based off of these patterns, every single time that I'm in the green, the moment we see resistance or we can feel resistance via the level 2, the tape or the patterns or anything, back out. And guess what? I can buy back if I need to. Even if I'm green unrealized 20 cents and it's high, I can take the 20 cents if I think there's resistance. And if the stock wants to keep going, I'll just buy back again and then make another whatever. Right? Or if it happens to come down, I can then buy support, and then once it bounces back up that 20 cents again, I can sell again. Hyper scalping. You might have heard scalping before. This is not just any regular scalping. If you want to call this atomic scalping, magnifying scalping, whatever phrase word you want to come up with, I mean, this is high frequency scalping, however you want to say it. Whatever name, it doesn't matter. Just know that we're taking, and let's look at our log. We're taking trades like nobody's business. We're trading away. We're trading away. We're utilizing or pushing the platforms to its limits. We're pushing the platforms to its limits. RHE continued on after just a bit of a 3-bar play, as mentioned. Got back to 555, 560, ripped up to 620. From 620, pulled back here. A bit of a baby pullback to 578. Rips back up to highs of 630. Back down again to 580s and 580s, 570s area, and then rips up to 680 before finally topping out. And right here, I was concerned about backside. Hey, Relentless Trader, what is backside? Well, a lot of the times it's represented with a significant candlestick that can be seen as a rejection candle or a reversal candle, which then represents the front half of the move being finished. The uptrend perhaps finished, and now getting ready for the downtrend. That's how we were able to get the bulk of our gains. And so I'll show you guys a quick snippet from the live trading archive today so you can see how I was able to approach this area here at 680. This is currently at 9:40, well, at 9:41 a.m. earlier this morning. So let's pull back. I want to believe that if I can remember correctly, I was able to capture something out of this move here. We can look at a few trades, maybe just 2, maybe 3 at max. Of course, we want to keep this information for those people who are a part of the chapters. I believe I'm gonna get a trade because I'm gonna start looking to get in on the pullback, and I believe I took one position here, and then the stock ended up doing its thing. So the low of the last was 78. I'm kind of watching, just waiting, seeing how it does. And right here, so okay, looking back, I didn't get a chance. I thought I was able to get it low, but looking back, it's starting to push up very aggressively here. And so I start to watch, instead of for a potential trade at the lows, I start to watch now for a breakout trade at the highs. Notice that high of day is at 631, and the high of the last candle is at 625. So right here, I'm attempting a 1-minute candle to make the new high, and potentially a new high of the day. Here we go. We're in. Right up there at the highs. Right up there at the highs, 30. I then adjust my share size. And you can see how strong this move ended up being. And I was a little unprepared for it because, one, I was expecting that pullback to come down some more, but the stock just continued going. Aggressive trading here, watching for the $0.5 hold. And it's going to, let's see. Let's give this a sec. Oh, okay, I see. So it came down below 50, so we ended up stopping out quickly. And this is exactly how we manage risk right there. That trade a little unfortunate because the stock is going to end up holding the half dollar. But you can see the speed of which we can get in and out of the trade. The moment it starts to come down below the level that we're expecting, and we know half and whole dollars, big psychological support resistance level. A lot of traders will use that as reference at times. So a bit of an aggressive trade for me here, attempting at the highest, but not bad. And I believe it false halted here. So you can see the halt level at 76, now 702, moved up. I believe it false halted, and I'm going to watch again to potentially get back in. So I take 37. It's an aggressive trade. Can we see that bounce back up? I take it off at 50. It's a little bit of a struggle. And this is how lightning, quick, and fast my trades are. But again, the archives are for those that are in the chapter. Can't show everything on YouTube, man. I know the people want me to post the full thing, but again, I gotta keep the respect for those people who are in the chapter, or else then what are they paying for, right? So remember, if you're ever in a situation where you're looking to learn how to trade, just make sure that whoever you follow are transparent, and that you're following something credible, right? Because I'm not gonna even say anything, but just that's the main thing for anybody looking to learn. Make sure whoever you're following, whether it's me, somebody else, this community, that community, just make sure, because there's some credible people, which I love. I love the transparency of people who are, even if they're not green and they're like starting a new channel coming up and they're being transparent, that's great. For the people who are selling something, of course, you need to be making money, or else then it doesn't make sense, right? So for the people who are trading and doing well, who are transparent traders, big shout out to those people. But be careful of those other people, man, because shoot, this field is crazy. Well, guys, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That was RHE. Other than that, we did trade. Let's see here. Let's come back to the monitor screen. We did have BOXL, which, to quickly touch on this one, it was a super strong stock. And honestly, if I kept trading it all day, I probably could have doubled my gains today. I probably could have doubled my gains because I really and truly only traded the stock in like this area here, right? And this is where I made my 2K. In that area, well, actually, no, I did watch some of the earlier move from about 1 to 120 the first time right in here, but there were other stocks moving, didn't give it my full attention. But when we got locked in, we did well right there. This red to green, we traded none of this. We traded none of this red to green. Again, if we're to keep pace with what we did in this area here, and we missed some huge trades in this consolidate. I mean, we missed like 2 20-cent dips twice here. So if we were to keep pace with at least what we did in the first move up, maybe another 2K, another 2K. The key is always to be careful on the backside of the pullback, right? Be careful of the backside. And from here it consolidated, and you can see it's still offering opportunities right here. Again, another uptrend, and I'm marking out areas that are uptrending moves. 3-bar play into an uptrend, another uptrend here, and then big red to green. We probably could have doubled our day. I think for sure maybe sticking around next time will be the way to go. And even if we need to take that quick break, because I left out to start doing other things, even if we got to take that quick break right here to then come back, that's what we'll do. But nevertheless, great day. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's been Relentless Trader. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. We'll be live tomorrow again at 9 a.m. market time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time market time. We do it live. Remember, we do. If you're a new person watching, you want to know if I'm real or not, if this is something that could actually happen, I'll show green days, red days, everything in between. Tomorrow we'll do it live again. We'll do it live. Hit that thumbs up. Share this video to anybody you know that wants to learn. And 2025, we're going to make this year our best year ever. Stay safe, stay green. Relentless, signing out.